Hello, good evening, everyone. Good to see everyone of you here. My name is Alex from MarketWise Asia. Okay, so if you guys can hear me loud and clear, please say a hi to me in the comments. Okay, so I won't bite you. So just give me some likes or share, or just at least say a hi to me in the comments. Today it is the 1st of October 2021, and we are into the last quarter of the year. Okay, and of course today it is a Friday evening. I hope you guys have a good dinner already, yeah, and have a good evening so far. All right, so let me take a look at the comments right now. Hello, Robo Mom SG. You are watching me from YouTube, right? I think it's the first time I see you. Okay, so hello, Hian Han Hock, Janice, Freda, Jessica, Janice. Thank you for supporting. Jasmine, Felix, Bernard, Eddie, Lisa, Summer, Peter, Wong, Mary, Edmund, Florence, Pei Wen. Okay, Jimmy, Nelson, as usual, you look smart and good. Okay, I think my hair looks a difference, and the jacket also looks makes a difference also because I'm wearing actually just a t-shirt inside. Okay, so the jacket makes a difference. Okay, hello Vico. Hello, Gary. Okay, so Zurich, William. All right, so we have about 180 people in the room right now. If you could, right, please give me a like and share. All right, if you don't want to share, doesn't matter. At least give me a like. Liking also tell Facebook that you want to see more of me in the future. Because if you don't do anything, you don't engage with me, Facebook you deem that you don't like me, and you see lesser and lesser of MarketWise Asia Facebook feed on your Facebook feed, right? Okay, so by the way, right, just a quick show of hand, right? I know there are some new people inside MarketWise Asia Telegram channel and such. So if this is the first time you are joining me on this Facebook Live, okay, just type number 1 in the comment so I know you are new to this Facebook Live. Some of the things when I say you might not understand and such, but it is okay. Just attend a few more times, you know what I'm talking about. So I'll try to explain as simply as possible. Hello, Hongler. Okay, good to see you here, right? First time here. Thank you very much for supporting. Hello, Stefan, Gayle, Marcus, and such. Okay, so there are many of you here. Okay, so good to see every one of you here. All right. Quite a number of you. Chonglin, Teng Chiu, Bo Li, right? Okay, Adrian Homer. Okay, fantastic. So, you guys are making me nervous because it's the first time you are watching me, so I must perform, right? I must perform, is it? Stephen, Chong Wong. Okay, so yeah. So without further ado, okay, so let's try to kickstart this session. And I always try to, I always tend to speak about 1.5 hours. So I really want to try to speak within just 1 hour. So let me just share quickly over here first. Okay, so just want to share with you right now we have this Asia Trading Festival. For those who are new to us, who haven't joined this Asia Trading Festival, it is coming up just next week. Okay, just next week. All right, so you don't need to see my pretty face right now. Okay, so very simple. All you have to do is just to register, click on the register free button, right? And you also stand a chance to win a staycation, Grab vouchers, Decathlon vouchers, and also get to receive 2 reports. One report is from me, the top 19 growth company to watch in 2021 and beyond. So as I mentioned previously before, a few of these companies you might know, but there are quite a number you might not know. So these companies are some gems, hidden company that some of you might not know. So do take a look, do register for this event, then you get access to this report. Okay, so we also have the program that is lined up already. So let's take a look at the program over here. So the first day, Lauren Templeton will be the first one to be speaking. Okay, keynote speaker, and because of the time difference, so she'll be speaking early in the morning at 10 a.m. and investing the Templeton way. And Boris will be speaking how I day trade for profits every day. Jay, how to maximize profit in a volatile, unpredictable market. And of course, our Zhen Yuan Chang 博士, Prof. Chan Yan Chong. All right, so he'll be speaking in Mandarin. Okay, in Mandarin. 当前全球经济与投资的展望。Okay, I think for those who are quite seasoned investor, you should know Dr. Chan, he gives very good macro view and analysis of the market. So be there to hear him speak. It is sometime since his last spoke at any event. And Alvin Chow from Dr. Well will be speaking how to buy high quality stocks that move up. Okay, and on this is Sunday. I'm sorry, this is Sunday. So this is 9 and 10. This is Sunday. Sunday, Kathy Lin, Colin Sell, Binny Ong, Ka Yong, Chris Long. So we'll be speaking as well. So you guys can just go head over to the page over here and take a look. I will post the link in the comments. Let me see over here. Okay, so I'll post the link in the comments. If you haven't registered, do register for this event. And of course, this event is proudly sponsored by 8cap over here. Okay, so 8cap, it is the sponsor, and they really do have some interesting offer. You just have to go to the virtual booth over here. Let me post the link in the comments as well. Okay, let me change the settings over here. Virtual booth, you should be able to see the virtual booth link in the scrolling bar over here. Okay, so let me try to walk through with you guys just shortly. Okay, so virtual booth, basically there are two things that I want to share with you guys. Okay, one, it is the offer with BK Forex with Kathy and Boris. Okay, very simple, just head over to the link. All right, just click on the grab your offer and you will see all the details over here. Okay, so you get access, to their trade ideas, to their strategies, and also to their private webinars as well. So there are a few different packages. Okay, so you just take a look. All you have to do is just to click on the claim now, follow the instruction, and you get access to all these bonus and offers. Okay, so let me post the link again in the comments. All right, in a moment. And we also have the trading competition, which I find it very interesting as well. Okay, so just click on this, join the demo contest over here. So there is a 3,000 prize pool to be won. Okay, very simple, right? All you have to join is to join the demo contest. Okay, follow the instruction over here. Okay, so create the account, very simple. Just take a few minutes and you get to create an account. Then the competition will start on the Monday, 18th of October. So just I don't explain too much over here. Okay, just head over to the link. Okay, watch, read through the content over here and just follow the instruction. Can so far? All right. So without further ado, let's kickstart this session right now. So as usual, my disclaimer first, whatever I share today, it is just for educational and informational purpose. It is not a recommendation to tell you what to buy or what to sell. Definitely not financial advice. Okay, Alex is always wrong. So please don't copy me. Alex is always wrong. In case this is the first time you're listening to me, please don't copy me. Alex is always wrong. Okay, so as I mentioned in the description, right? Something has changed. Let me zoom in. Something has changed in the stock market. This is the first time since November last year that this phenomenon was seen in the S&P 500 index. And what do you know? Do you know what it is? Okay, if you know, do share in the comments. And the stocks are falling, yields are rising. What should you do now in the current market volatility and uncertainty right now? Okay, so before I really give you my views and my analysis, right, just a quick show of hand, right? How many of you are actually bullish right now? Or how many of you are actually bearish right now of the market? If you are bullish, just type bull in the comments. If you are bearish, right, just type bear in the comments. Okay, this is actually very important. Okay, so I need your consensus. I need to know what is your feeling right now? What are you thinking right now? Later to share with you more accurately on what I'm thinking. So let me know your comments. Are you a bull right now or are you a bear right now? Okay, while I take a break. Even talking for 10 minutes, I'm so thirsty. I see a lot of comment. Fantastic. So thank you for your comments. Marcus saying Nasdaq hitting bottom soon. Boo. Christopher, Candy, I think quite a number of you say bear. Nelson and Kajing say boo. The rest mostly are bad. Amanda say boo. Wow, okay. So I see neutral. But from my, okay, so the other way around, boo, bear. It is, I think, more towards the bearish side. I think more towards the bearish side. But at the start, more bull, but now a lot of bear. Okay, so from what I see, about two-third, it is bearish. Actually, my view now, okay, to be honest, is still bullish, okay, 60 to 70% bullish. And coupled with the fact that I think mostly of you guys are saying bearish, okay, then I think there's a potential chance, the market will turn bullish pretty soon, okay. Don't quote me. This is just my personal opinion. Right now, I am still bullish. Okay, can Danny says short-term bull, long-term, short-term bear, long-term bull. Okay, this is my stand right now. So I will share with you certain points why I think it is still bullish right now. Okay, let me go to the S&P 500. Oh, by the way, this is the Oats, Oats, the how do you say oats? How do you say in Chinese oats? Is it my opinion or what? More oats, so this is oats, it is pretty bullish. Anyway, side story. Okay, so I'll go to the S&P 500 right now. S&P 500 ES. This is the S&P 500 futures. Let me remove everything. So I will show you a naked chart. I like being naked. Okay, of course the chart, not me. Okay, yeah. Okay, so this is the S&P 500 over here. So again, all right, for those who are new to me, I think with just a naked eyes, I think if you ask a 5-year-old kid, you should know that, this is still generally in a uptrend, right? So no doubt, right? If you think that it is on a downtrend, okay, please type downtrend. But I believe most of you should say it is uptrend. So this is right now at this moment in time, it is still pretty normal, all right? Impulse up, down, up, okay, down, up, down. So for the past, 2 to 3 weeks, okay. Market, sorry, this is a daily chart, okay, daily chart over here. So for the past 2 to 3 weeks, market has been undergoing a correction over here. All right, even it's the same for the Dow. Okay, Dow is also the same. Nasdaq, it is also the same. So if I add in my indicator right now, which I'm using the cloud. For those who are new to me, I use this indicator called the Ichimoku cloud. Okay, I'll just show the cloud to tell me overall the trend. Very simple. If price is above the cloud, I deem it as an uptrend. If price is below the cloud, I deem it as a downtrend. Simple as that. So let me go back to the S&P 500 over here. Okay, so actually the reason why I say something has changed is because today before the cash market opens at 9:30 p.m. today tonight, okay. Actually, during the Asian hours and European session, the price for the S&P 500 actually is broken below the cloud. So I'm sure most of you guys should know, for those who've been following me, if price is below the cloud, what does that indicate? Okay, let me know in the comments to show to the newcomers that you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so let me just share. If price is below the cloud, what does it signify? If price is below the cloud, what does it signify? Okay. For the Dow, it is also the same. Price is below the cloud. What does it signify? Okay. For the Nasdaq, we are still at the cloud support right now over here. You guys can see, and the reason downtrend in China, okay, bearish downtrend, yes. Okay, so the reason why I am actually still bullish right now, it is Because, okay, there are a few reasons. Okay, few reasons. I'll go through one by one. Number one, all right, naked chart first. So this was the low over here, previous low, and market actually hunted the low over here. Okay, and hunted low over here. So let me draw a horizontal line over here. You can see, right? So market actually hunted the low over here. And because previously the impulse move, as in the downtrend move, the impulse move was quite strong, there are people thinking that, really this time around the correction is coming already. Okay, so impulse move, okay, a pullback here, then impulse move again. So this is a very strong sell-off, and this led to many people or many traders thinking that this is the real correction is coming already, because breaking the low already. Okay, and then also it break this swing low, and this prompted a lot of retail traders to go short. Okay, so break the low, break the support over here, I should go short. Okay, imagine right now if you are the retail trader, you went for a short, how would you be thinking right now? Are you be feeling a bit nervous right now? Are you feeling a bit, under the water right now? Yes, you are, right? You are, right? Okay, because you see, right price right now actually reverse back up a little bit already. So in fact, actually, if price, could stay above the swing low over here, I will be bullish in the short term. Short term because, if I add in my indicator over here, the central pivot range, sorry, over here, let me add, okay, send it here. Okay, you see the green dotted line over here? Okay, the CPR for the past many months, price has been always supported by the CPR. So once price has broken below the CPR, retest, next time when it tests again, it will be acting as a resistance. And for this month, because today it is the start of the new month, so today is the 1st of October, the CPR, it is over here. I'm not sure you can see these three green dots over here, okay. So yeah, so I suppose if today can stay positive and above this swing low, okay, there's a high chance that in the coming week, okay, we will be heading towards the central pivot range, to the pivot point. Okay, reason number one, all right, they have to kill off the short seller first. When the short sellers shorted over here, all right, they shorted over here, this area, it is very obvious where they put their stop loss one. Okay, where do you think they put their stop loss? Okay, over here, this swing high over here, or over here, this swing high over here. So personally, there's a chance that price could hit higher in the coming next week. Okay, that's my view over here. That's my view here. Second, I'm looking at the breadth also. Second, looking at the breadth. Okay, something you talk about head and shoulder. Okay, I'm to talk about that also. I'm talk about that. Head and shoulder. I see people sharing, posting about head and shoulders, be it NASDAQ, S&P. Okay, so I think I saw people sharing on the NASDAQ one, head and shoulder. So people say that, wow, NASDAQ, S&P, they are forming the head and shoulders right now. I think it's Zurich. I think you posted in the Facebook post, right? I believe so. Okay, so head and shoulder, this is the left shoulder, this is the head, and this is the shoulder. Okay, head and shoulder shampoo. So then if you draw a trend line over here, this will be the neckline. Okay, so I think there are also many people looking at this kind of chart pattern also. And I need to let you know, nowadays, head and shoulder, the pattern doesn't work as well as previously. And I want to let you know, when a chart pattern is very obvious, the very high chance that it will fail. If a chart pattern, I repeat, if a chart pattern is very obvious to most people, very high chance the chart pattern will fail. Okay, just to be clear, it doesn't mean that, I'm super 100% bullish that you'll go up. Okay, this is just my personal view. I don't want to sound too, too confident. But my view is that, I'm more towards the bullish side, but also need to see the price action for the next 1 to 3 days and see how it goes. All right. So many traders can see this head and shoulders, right? Okay, and they see that, wow, break the line and go short. Do you really think the market will really let them make such easy money or not? Nowadays, head and shoulders mostly fail. Okay, when it is too obvious. And for the S&P 500 also, this is also the shoulder, the head, the shoulder. So I don't want to draw the trend line again. So very something like this. Okay, so break the neckline and going for a short again. Okay, Dow Jones I think doesn't have. If you want to say then something like this lah. Okay, so it's also very obvious already. No short. Personally, I think this is just probability. I think this pattern might fail to trap all the retail traders. Okay. Next, I'll go into the breadth. Okay, so for those who are new to MarketWise Asia, all right, I use this index indicator over here. Okay. Let me see the comments. J Chick, okay. May I know what indicators are you using? So I'm using the cloud, I'm using the pivot pause, I'm using the central pivot range. Okay, so if you are new, it is fine. But if you want to know how to install this indicator on TradingView, you can just go to this YouTube tutorial. I'll post a link in the comments. You should see that. Okay, Jay. Thanks. So index indicator over here. Okay, let me try to find percentage of stocks that is above the 50 days moving average. Okay, essentially, I want to see the percentage of the S&P stocks that are above the 50 days moving average, and this tells you the breadth of the market overall. What is the market doing? Because just the S&P 500, if the index move up, most likely it is because the top few heavyweight stocks like Amazon, Microsoft, Apple, Tesla, all these are moving higher. That's why it pushed the whole index up. But the rest of the stocks, maybe the 450 stocks, they might not be moving. So I want to see what is actually the whole market it is doing. So put to 2 years. Okay. Can we zoom in over here? You guys can see, right? Can see, All right, so right now, okay, the breadth, it is showing just 24% only, very, very low, okay? So the percentage of the S&P 500 stocks above the 50 days moving average is only 24%, which means that 3/4 of all the stocks out there in S&P, of the 500 stocks are already in a downtrend midterm already. Okay, midterm, well, 50 days more like a midterm moving average. So 3/4 are in a downtrend and only 24% above the 50 days moving average. So can you see that we are right now at the lower end already? So initially, sorry about that. So initially you can see that, it was the low over here. It rebounded up again. So it went even lower over here. So can you see that price when actually hit about 30% mark, okay, it tends to rebound over here. Can you see these? This is Dow Jones. Okay, let me try to switch to S&P. All right. So again, all right, when price that's not the price. The number of stocks above 50 days is near like 30%, 30%, 30%, 30% kind. It tends to have a rebound up, rebound up, rebound up. I'm not sure whether you do this time round, but you can see from here there tends to be a rebound over here, right? A rebound, and then over here also there's a rebound over here. Okay, so this is the third reason why I think we are actually quite over sold already. And if you want to, the fourth reason which I want to share is that I'm inside Twitter, Facebook, and such on. So and plus all of you guys, the sentiment are actually pretty bearish. So I can see on Twitter there are many gurus, they are saying that, the breath is actually, very bad or what, and they are pretty much bearish in the market right now. And those who keep shouting that, see, I told you already, the market is going to be bearish already, the market keep on going higher, and finally the time to go to be bearish already. So it is just a very sentimental gauge. There's no scientific how I gauge it, but just a sentiment, how I see the market, how I see what is the social media people are viewing. So most of the people are actually very bearish right now. So my understanding is this, when the consensus, when everybody is feeling bearish, most of the time the market will do the opposite. Okay, most of the time the market will do the opposite. Okay, yeah. So this is my view right now, and because the market won't let everybody make money one. If everybody is bearish, everybody want to short. Do you really think the market will let everybody make money, right? No, right? So this is my 4 reasons why I think there's a potential chance that we might turn very soon. Okay, and there's another 5th reason I want to add in is that I nowadays I also tend to look into this 2-day time frame. 2-day time frame. 2-day time frame. 2-day. So in a charting platform, you are very familiar with the daily time frame, the weekly time frame, and the monthly time frame, right? So this is the most common: daily, weekly, monthly. Daily, weekly, monthly. So I'm looking at the 2-day time frame. 2-day. So in trading view, you have the 2-day time frame. Okay, not many charting platform have a 2-day time frame. So from what I know, trading view has a 2-day time frame. Oops. Trading has a 2-day time frame, and Think or Swim, it also has a 2-day time frame. So I add in, just to add in my cloud over here. All right. So if you look at the 2-day time frame, okay, basically the 2-day time frame is just to give me another perspective on what the market is really doing. So you can take a look at the daily time frame, then switch to 2-day, then to weekly, and to monthly. It is the same as how you use long term and use to watch the weekly time frame and the monthly time frame. So I'm using to watch the 2-day time frame. 2-day. So overall, you can see that ever since the COVID sell-off in 2020, when price broke above the cloud, there was never once price actually broke below the 2-day time frame. If you look into daily time frame, can be some of the time there can be some noise. For example, over here, price actually broke below here. Okay, only one time now. But if you look at the 2-day, it is none. Actually, there's none. There's none. Move by drawing over here. And of course, if you ignore this COVID sell-off, there's quite rare that actually price broke below the 2-day time frame. Okay, only last year the COVID sell-off, and then there is this 2018 October. Can you see? Remember again, this is a 2-day time frame over here. Price broke below the 2-day time frame, and then subsequently it dropped. Okay, so from the high, let's drop from the at the low of the cloud, okay, to the bottom, it is about 14%, 15%, okay, 13.79. Okay, I'll treat it as 15%. Can 15%. One time in October 2018, and the other time over here, it is somewhere around here, April, but only a very brief one. Okay, and then subsequently, very rare, is it very rare? Then after that, it is in 2016 already, okay? 2016, price broke below the cloud. Let me try to zoom in, 2016. Okay, and then price broke below the cloud and also in the downtrend. So from the broken point to the low, it is about 10%. Okay, so can you see that from the 2-day time frame, it is actually quite rare since 2017. Actually, it's quite rare. So most of the time it is above. Okay. All right. So right now we are still above the cloud, and we are hitting right at the cloud support even for Nasdaq. Okay, can you see for today? If you look at the daily time frame for Nasdaq, there can be some noises. You can see over here, broken, but reverse, broken, reverse. Struggling here. And if you put into the 2-day time frame, all right, you can see that actually, in fact, for the Nasdaq, there is also, it has never broken below the 2-day time frame also. So if I really want to turn bearish, then that is when price actually broke below the 2-day time frame. Of course, 2-day time frame, there will be some lag, okay? When price actually broke below the 2-day time frame cloud, of course, price has already dropped quite a bit already. So there's always a trade-off. But overall, I just want to see the longer term, what is the current trend of the market. We are still on a uptrend, okay? We are still on uptrend. I think Gary already answered my question, right? How to set the 2-day time frame. In the trading view over here, all right, like what Gary said, there's this arrow button over here. I think somewhere is blocking, but now nevertheless, just somewhere around here, okay, there's this button over here. Okay, you click, you can see the 2-day time frame. Okay, can so far? Can any question? If everything is okay so far, please type okay in the comments, right? If you understand what I'm trying to say. And of course, Marcus is saying, right, market is posing itself for the year-end rally. Okay, that also add another valid point. Generally, from October onwards, right, November, December, these are generally the 3 most bullish months. Okay, these are generally the most 3 bullish months. Okay, so let me go back to the S&P 500 here. So let me go back to the daily time frame. Of course, most of you are very familiar with the daily time frame. So can you see for the daily time frame right now, the S&P fund, we are holding just right at the cloud. It is still supported. The fact is we are hunting the low over here. That is very good. Okay, let's assume when price broke, maybe next week price turn bearish and turn down again. Okay, so where would I think the next support will be? Okay, where would I think the next support will be? All right, so I'm not talking about bearish case. It doesn't mean that I say bull, the market will turn up. It might not be. Okay, so let's assume the market turn for the bad and really come down. All right, so where do you think the market will be? Let me show you. Let me go to naked chart again. Market is saying, can check QQQ. QQQ is the ETF, right? QQQ. All right, what do you want to check about the QQQ over here? If you just add a cloud, we are also in a very nice last line of support at the cloud also. Okay, so I generally like to use the S&P 500 to see the general market. So I'll go through the S&P 500 first. Okay, another one, let me go through is this. Okay, now I'll head over to the weekly chart already. Of course, the market, has been ongoing rally for some time without a decent pullback. Okay, even though I think it is bullish, the market can really turn bearish. Okay, I'm not a god, so I don't know. So let's say, okay, the market really turned bearish. Where do I think will be the next support area? So I use this thing called the volume profile. Volume profile, you can only use volume profile. It is if you are a premium member. Okay, volume profile over here. For those who don't know what is volume profile, so volume, you should know, right? Okay, the amount of shares traded. Generally, the volume, it is all over here. Okay, the volume is over here, volume over here, volume over time. Volume, this is a time, right? So every day what is the volume generated, but I want the volume profile which is volume over price. I want to see at what price were there the most volume transacted. And normally when at the price when there's the most volume transacted, it tends to be a support or a resistance. And as I mentioned before, at that high volume, there's no way that we retail investor can print that kind of volume or to create that kind of volume. Most likely it is the fund managers, the smart monies, or the institution that create that volume. Okay, all right. So if I use from the COVID low to the high right now, okay, the highest volume over here is actually this blue line over here, okay, this blue line over here, which is actually quite drastic, okay, quite drastic. So from the high to the low over here, that is dropped about 25% already. So I don't want to go into there. So I use a shorter term time frame. All right. From the previous correction to the high right now. All right, then we are seeing something already. Okay. All right, so you can see over here, this is the high volume generated over here. You can see this high volume generated, the mountain peak. Can you see the mountain peak? Okay, mountain peak. These are the high volume generated. So high volume generated at this area, it is at about okay, so remove this. That is at about 4170. Okay, so if the market really continue to fall in the coming days or week, I think there's a high chance that market will fall to this area at 4170 on the S&P 500 futures. The futures numbers are 4170. Okay, can you just type 4170 in the comments? Anyway, this is not a 4D, but just to let you know, 410 is something I'm looking at. 4170. If you drew back to the daily time frame, okay, 4170, that is at about just another about 3.4% drop, 4% drop. Okay, and if I add in my indicator, okay, so it is somewhere about 4170 is about here. And also, of course, 4170, it is a range. It doesn't mean that price will stop at 4170 and rebound. So there's also a chance that price could test the low over here, this swing low over here, okay, this swing low over here, hunt and rebound, or this swing low over here, somewhere near the 4170, okay, hunted and rebound again. But generally, okay, I'm looking at 4170 as the first touch point if price really want to come down further. Okay, if I go to the Nasdaq wise, Nasdaq futures, Nasdaq futures, okay, the fall can be a bit steeper, another about 6% move. Actually, 6% also also actually not very steep now. Okay, so this is the first point of control over here. But do you guys see this shaded area over here? Okay, so between the unshaded to the shaded area here, this like from the point of control over here, these are the 70% move. So 70% of the volume is created in this whole volume profile over here. So this 70% over here, all right, this volume profile over here, this is this horizontal line over here, okay, this is a value area also, value area high, VAH, okay. So I'll be looking at it also coincide with the previous high also, somewhere around here. So this level, it is at about 14170. So of course the actual number is 14168 lah, but I just round up to 14170. So if you drill down to the daily time frame, okay, so it's somewhere around here, right? So like Adrian Homer say, okay, not even 10%, hardly a correction. You are right, okay. We haven't seen like a 10%, 15% correction, okay, ever since the COVID sell off already. So from the high to the low over here, just about 10% move only. So this is my current view right now. So for the S&P and for the Nasdaq also, is everything okay so far? Can for the indices. So generally right now you can see that the index is moving up pretty nicely. Okay, actually tonight I might be taking a long trade on the SPY tonight. Okay, to be honest, I don't know whether price will hit higher or not, but I think looks good to me tonight, especially when a lot of people are very bearish on the market right now. So I think short term wise, it is really at an oversold level already. Okay, so let's drill down to the bonds market. Okay, so let me remove my volume profile here first. This is the bonds market. As I mentioned, right, previous Facebook Live, I'm actually bearish on the bonds market. Okay. I shorted TLT. That's the ETF for the 20 years plus treasury bonds. But from this ZB futures, can see that price is actually below the cloud already. All right. So as I mentioned before, when bond price go down, the yield will go higher. Okay, which in turn will lead to the interest rate going higher as well. So that ever since that the Fed, they say that they are going to taper down the bond purchase. All right, and from the 10 years note, the downtrend, it is more obvious right now. Okay, it is already down. So of course, right now we are heading for the 10 years treasury note. We are heading back to the central pivot range already, which in turn might be another chance to go for another short. Okay, which means that the 10-year yield, the 30-year yield is going higher up. All right. So the one that I shorted, it is the TLT. Okay. So I actually pardon my lines over here. Okay. So the price action was actually weak, getting weaker. So I actually shorted some around here. I already exited half, and right now I'm still trailing my position. That is all only for the treasury bonds. If you're looking at the gold market right now, gold is actually quite difficult, to trade. Okay, one way is down, up again, then down again. It's like, up, down is quite difficult to trade. So I didn't really touch gold recently. Let me see my previous thing. So actually for gold, I can see over here for gold from 3rd September based on seasonality until 6th October. It is for the past 10 years, it is actually generally bearish. So right now, even though today and yesterday is bullish, but do remember that right now we are still below the cloud and we are still below the central pivot range. And again, if you're unsure what the market is doing, feel free not to touch the market at all. Okay, let me take a look at the comments right now. 4170, can, okay. And this is a very good question, right? So with TLT heading down, we induce a further sell-off on the Nasdaq. So again, I always say the market, the financial news always like to say that when the interest rate goes up, when the yields go up, it is very bad for the growth stocks and such lah. But that's the narrative that what the news want you to know. So because they want to find a reason to tell you why there is a yield increase, why there is a treasury bonds sell off. But as I mentioned, I think previously also, let's take a look at the bonds over here. Okay, so I add in the, I just put S&P like SPX, okay, SPX over here. Okay, you can just go and explore the relationship, okay. Does it mean that, you know, when the bonds go down, the stock will always go up and such? It's not always the case, so let me show an example over here. Bonds go up, you know, at some point in time, you can see when all the bonds go up, you know, it can continue to go up also, you know. When it come down, they can become coming down also. See, it move in tandem sometimes, and sometimes it move in opposite direction also. So there's not a really clear-cut correlationship between that. So again, I have to repeat again, that is what the news want you to know about the, want you to, okay, sorry, I'm repeating myself. The sell-off about the growth stocks because of the yield increase is what the financial media's trying to find a reason to explain to you why the tech stock is doing a sell-off, okay? Sell-off, so you can just explore the correlation. So if you're using a trading view, right, you can just, you know, head over to this plus button over here and then add in a symbol and compare the correlationship between the two asset classes. Okay, can? Let me remove this. Okay, any questions so far? Any questions so far? So I about 50 minutes mark already. Okay, any question? And while you let me know your question, okay, let me just share with you. Previously, so this is more like a trade ideas. I think I talked for the longest time already. So I think bullish, okay, based on seasonality, okay, starting actually from September to I think November or what, right, to October, the corn, the soy, the wheat are actually bullish, okay, actually bullish. So I also mentioned in my previous Facebook Live, I actually entered into the wheat. Okay, wheat, WHEAT. All right, wheat, the grains. So the ETF is actually WEAT, wheat. Okay, so when I first mentioned that, all right, based on seasonality, I first entered somewhere around here. Okay, this candle over here. So you know there's a pullback going up higher again. So I already exited half of the position. So right now I'm just trailing, and price continue to go higher. Okay, so this is you can take a look at the grains market right now. Okay, so for the, let me show you the corn. Corn, also interesting. I can see over here, it was in a downtrend, okay, below the CPR, below CPR. And today, right now, first day of October, okay, we are right now above the central pivot range already. Okay, so you see, so potential also. Again, this is not to tell you to trade the corn, the wheat, or the soybean, just to let you know what I'm looking at. Okay, soybean, it is still actually weak right now, but you know, soybean, generally it is also bullish in October, and because of the grains or the planting season, it tends to, you know, there's a lot of supply, and generally, once the harvesting season is gone, and then the planting season restart again, and generally the price will start to move up again. Okay, so there are a few ways that you can trade these, you know, these grains. First of all, you can trade directly the futures, but futures can be very expensive, you know, or you can go to some CFD brokers. Okay, Unfortunately, ACAP doesn't have grains, but they do have oil and gold. Okay, but you can look for other provider if you want to, or another alternative if you can trade the the ETF, right, for soybean. Okay, let me show you this. Teucrium, okay, Teucrium, Teucrium. Teucrium. Teucrium is the ETF fund that solely deal with the grains market. Okay, you guys can take a look at the comments. I posted the link in the comments. I don't know why this is not loading over here. Okay, so it's here. Okay, so can go to the ETF over here. So they have corn, they have wheat, they have soybean, SOYB, and cane, sugar. Another thing I want to share with you based on seasonality is actually sugar. I know some of you might not be familiar with such commodities, but sometimes when the stock market doesn't have good opportunities for to trade, you should look at other asset classes. And recently I mentioned a few times already, I'm quite actively in the commodities market. And for the corn, let me take a look at the seasonality wise. Just hold on, let me see. Okay, from October 1st to 14th, generally it is bullish, okay, for the past 10 years, okay, 80%. So for the sugar price wise, is the symbol is SB. Okay, sugar. Sorry, I want to see the latest contract because there's a gap up over here. The latest contract, it is the March futures. All right, so can you see that sugar actually it is today if I don't tell you about sugar, have you realized that actually sugar has been going higher and higher and higher and higher? Maybe next time when you go order your kopi o, okay, because of the sugar price might increase higher in the future. All right. So anyway, yeah. So for sugar, price, right now, impulse move, there's a consolidation. Okay. So there's a possibility that within the next few days or 1 to 2 weeks, price can continue to head higher for sugar. Again, you can trade the futures. If you don't have access to futures, you can trade. You have CFD provider. Some of them have sugar access also. Again, if you don't have, Teucrium also have the cane ETF. All right, cane ETF, and today is just above the central pivot range. And this trend line over here on to draw, okay, and see that starting to break above the trend line. So I personally think this is a potential trade. Okay, so this is just a trade idea. Doesn't mean that you have to follow me. I'm always wrong. Please don't copy me. If you lose money, Ben, kopi O, there's sugar. It's kopi O kosong, then no sugar. Most of the time, I drink kopi O siu dai, so got some sugar. Okay, yeah, okay, yeah. So can take a look at the cane, but just to let you know, for this cane ETF, sugar ETF, the volume is a bit lower, and so when you get in and out, so you still can get in and out, but the bid and ask, there can be some spread. So you need to take note. But nevertheless, I still think that if you want to participate, you can use the cane ETF as a proxy to enter into the trade. Can? All right. So let me take a look at the comments. Jury is saying oil and gas, it is bullish. Yes, oil and gas, it is bullish right now. But I want to let you know that for the oil and gas, price has already moved up so high already. Can it continue to move up higher? Of course it can, but right now, at this moment in time, I won't be looking to long oil already. So if I want to buy oil, I should be looking to buy here, at the pullback over here, at the pullback over here. Okay, all right, these are a few chances that you want to buy. If I buy now when we are near at the resistance already and haven't cleared, okay, which I call TNP. I think most of you should know what is TNP. 头脑派啦, okay. Yeah, I won't be buying here lah. I just step back and let crude oil price to do whatever you want to do. I won't be buying crude oil right now. All right, so I'll just stay aside. I know it is bullish, yeah. Okay, but for me, I'll be trading crude oil for now. Yeah, I think if I'm not wrong, crude oil seasonality and natural gas seasonality that are about to turn bearish soon. I'm not too sure. We need to check. Okay, let me share with you. Let me see. Please analyze the US 10-year yield. Okay, the 10-year yield. Actually, the 10-year yield is the inverse of the 10 years treasury note. Okay, yeah. So the bonds has been coming down, so the yield will definitely be going up. So even for 10-year yield, you also can use the cloud and the central pivot range to tell you the trend. Right? Previously, price has been going down, the yield is coming down, and subsequently, price above the cloud has been going up. So there's a huge spike over here, which I mentioned in my Telegram channel. Okay, there could be a potential spike, and true enough, there's a spike, and the financial media starting to cover about the spike, and right now it is actually doing a pullback right now. It is hitting the central pivot range also. All right, so my belief is that the yield will continue to hit up in this way. All right, which means that the 30-year bonds, the treasury bonds, the 10-year note or the TLT, they are going down. All right, so Stevens asks, may I know if you use 8 EMA to trail your loss? Yes, 8 EMA to trail my loss. Yes, you're right. I'm still using 8 EMA to trail my loss. Case in point over here, sometimes I want to trail, but the market doesn't want to let me trail. I mentioned in my previous Facebook Live that I'm bullish in the consumer discretionary, right? So for AAL, so not consumer discretion. Airlines are actually in the industrial industry, okay, sectors. But I'm also bullish on the consumer discretionary. So when the market was tanking last week, the airlines was actually pretty bullish, so I actually entered around here. Okay, so when price hit somewhere around here at a cloud level, I actually take half the profit, so I'm out. All right, and I trail my stop loss. After that I shift my stop loss to my entry price, which is somewhere around here. So for the past, actually yesterday I was stop out on AAL. So because price actually hit there. Okay. So before I have the chance to trail, actually I was stop out already. But today actually go up higher again. Today is up about 4%. So if you put in the 8 EMA, all right. So even if you put the EMA, you should get out also. All right. So but today price continue to head up higher. No choice. All right. I'm already out already. So I'm looking for opportunity to go long again. Okay, Ken. All right. Chen is asking, can I take a look at orange juice? Orange juice. Orange juice is OJ. Orange juice. Orange juice. What do you want to know about orange juice? Orange juice, generally, it is on a uptrend over here. Let me see the current contract. OJ. Current contract. Weekly time frame. Okay. Weekly time frame makes sense. Okay, so weekly time frame wise, orange juice has a huge spike up, rally in price, known as undergoing a pullback. This is a orange juice. If you look at the daily time frame, below the CPR, below the cloud. So, it could be turning down for the next few days or so. All right. But, because it is still an uptrend, there could be certainly a reverse back in price again. Because you need to understand right now, the commodities, overall, the broad commodities market, we are still in an uptrend. So we are in what some people call it the secular bull market in commodities. So there's a chance that suddenly the downtrend will stop and reverse back up again. So if you look at the 2-day time frame for orange juice, all right, we are still actually pretty healthy. Okay, this is a 2-day time frame. Of course, I would prefer if price can actually hunt the low over here and then go higher lah. Okay, but if price can also, they already hunted the low over here already. If price can reverse back up over here, orange juice can be also pretty bullish also. Okay, but orange juice, there's no ETF as a proxy to trade orange juice. So I actually never really trade orange juice. Okay, yep, can all right. May I know why 8 EMA? Okay, this 8 EMA I mentioned before in my previous Facebook Live. It is actually called the, you search for T-line. T-line over here. Okay, T-line, this, just search for T-line, all right? And I also read some books, some people are using the 8 EMA, to show their stops, when to get in and when to get out. So this is based on their research and findings, and this T-line has been proven useful to them. So to me, I like to keep things simple, 8 EMA is something that's easy to use. So I use that to trail my profits or my trade. Can? So just search for T-line, 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 and just go read up yourself. All right, so let me go to my comments again. Which industry are you looking at right now in XLY? Okay, so for XLY, all right, so I use the stockcharts.com. For those who are new over here, stock charts give you a very good indicator, not indicator, I mean a platform for you to see what are the industry that is moving or not moving. They have this ranking called the SCTR ranking, which they call scooter ranking. So you go to stockchart.com, charts and tool, then you head over to industry summary. All right, then you go to table view. Then you can see all the sectors over here. Can see, huh? All right, so looking at the consumer discretionary. Then you can sort according to the scooter ranking. For those who are new to here, scooter ranking is basically something like the relative strength. You want to see which sectors or which industry are outperforming the index or against their peers. So in short, you can just treat it as a relative strength. You want to see which one are performing pretty nicely. Okay, so automobiles has been performing really, really well for the past, a few days. For example, like automobiles, like AN. I think so. I think it's under automobiles. AN is under. They do cars, performing very, very well. You can see that's why automobiles performing very well. So I won't be looking at. Okay, for the automobiles, hotels, these are above 90s already. Okay, so I'll prefer to look at something like, I prefer to look at something like maybe 70 plus to 80 plus that, tires, recreational service, specialty retailer, home improvement, restaurant, bars, travel tourism, and such. Especially, I want to see what are the things that are the scooter ranking is actually moving up right now. Okay, so for the consumer industry that I'm looking at actually this ETF called the PEJ. This is the Invesco Dynamic Leisure and Entertainment ETF. So can you see the scooter ranking is actually very low previously, right? And actually shoot up to 90+% right now based on the ETF sectors. So PEJ, it is also under the consumer discretionary. So we can take a look at PEJ, and I'm also looking at PBJ. PBJ is under the Invesco Dynamic Food and Beverages ETF. Okay, so over here, you can see initially it was at about 50. initially as 50. Somehow I cannot draw over here, but you can see over here, at 50 now, it's moving up higher also. So this is something I'm looking at. And I'm also looking at the industrial, the airlines. I am still bullish on the airlines, like Jets ETF. Okay, Jets is JETS. So if you don't want to just trade, the individual airlines like the Delta Airlines, the American Airlines, and such, you can just buy the whole airlines. That's the Jets ETF over here. All right. So can you see over here? It is at a low ranking for scooter, but it is starting to move higher up already. So improving scooter ranking is what I want to see right now. And of course, if you guys can see over here, for in these stock charts, right, the 20 moving average actually cut above the 50 days moving average already. So the airlines is something that I'm watching out. And if you go to the Jets using my standard template over here, very similar to American Airlines, right? It is very similar. So over here, burst up now above the cloud and retest at the central pivot range right now. Okay? All right. Sebastian is asking, are there any markets that you short? Yes, I mentioned already. The market that I shorted is actually the TLT, the Treasury bonds market. Okay, which I mentioned because yield is going up, right? So I'm shorting the Treasury bonds. I'm still holding it for the Treasury bonds. For stocks, I generally try not to short it because overall we are still in the uptrend, and right now I am still bullish in the market. Okay. And Henry is asking, does it mean that if I long, then price go below EMA, then you should cut? Yes, if price goes below the 8 EMA, then you should cut. If you are trading now, okay, if you are trading. Can? And signal is weak. Your live video is lagging. Okay, I'm not sure why is it lagging, but I'm actually using the Ethernet to trade, as in to do this Facebook Live. The rain signal caused the signal to be weak. The YouTube so good so far. So is everything okay or not? Can you guys watch the streaming smoothly? If you can, just type OK in the comments. All right, just type OK in the comments. I'm using Ethernet. I'm do a direct plug-in. I'm not using Wi-Fi. I'm not sure what's the reason. It could be that the rain that caused the signal to be weak. All right. So I think I'm past the 1 hour mark already. So before I just do a quick recap over here, just want to let you know that, once again, we have the Market Insights virtual, not Market Insights, the Asia Trading Festival, because I keep talking about Asia Market Insights, because we have two programs, we have two summits. One is the Market Insights and one is the Asia Trading Festival. And this time around, we have the Asia Trading Festival. All right. So register free right now. Okay, just go to the link over here. I'll post the link in the comments. And just stand a chance to win the staycation and all the reports and such. Just register, fill your details, and you are good to go. And remember, we have a lot of good speakers that's coming up. The program wise, we have this. Just take a look at the programs. And just take a look. Go head over to the link and take a look at the programs. Very interesting topics and titles. Also, you should not miss it. And also a quick shout out to ACAP, our trading sponsor. All right. So they have this trading competition as well, and the offers. The offers wise, let me share with you the offers. The offer wise, where is it? Okay, you just head over to the virtual booth. Over to the virtual booth, I posted the link in the comments. Okay, you can see this virtual booth over here. All right, so just click on the first one and the second one. This is a trading competition, and this is the offers. Just read it up, follow the instruction. This is very good. All right, so let me know any question. James, I noticed that you don't check the volume frequently. Any reasons? Yeah, yes, I do check the volume. Okay, the the standard, high volume, breakout and such, generally to see whether the big boys are there, and such. I do take a look, but I am not really an expert in volume. So I'll be totally transparent here. I'm not the best in analyzing volume. So the volume that I'm using to help me gauge the market is actually volume profile, which is actually a subset of the volume over time. But instead of using the normal volume, I'm using volume profile to analyze the trade instead of the normal volume now. Okay, the standard volume like over here, that kind, over here, see, like for example, okay, when there's a high volume over here, which means the sell-off is pretty strong and such, the textbook knowledge I know lah, but it doesn't really help to give me an edge in my trading. I feel so reading the normal volume. All right, of course you can see the ES over here, the sell off, the high volume over here, and then at the top over here, the volume is actually increasing, which is not a very good sign. It looks like a sign of distribution over here, but it is hard to say until it's based on hindsight. That's easy to say lah, okay. But when trading live at the most right hand side, it is very hard to tell. But of course, it can give you a kind of a signal to tell you to be careful of the market already. All right. So I do know, but I feel that I'm not the best in analyzing volume over time. So I prefer to analyze volume over price, which is the volume profile. Okay. I hope that answers your question. And Waylon is asking, when crossover to the next month's pivot, JETS is above the cloud and pivot, consider good entry. All right, so let's go back to JETS. Personally, I feel this is a good entry, in fact, for today, but today gap up about 4%. So I generally don't like to chase, because you need to place your stop loss pretty far away. So where do you want to place your stop loss? Most likely is somewhere around the low of the swing low over here, right? So which means that if you enter here, okay, this is your stop loss over here. Okay, so price need to move up somewhere around here until here, then you have a 1:1 reward ratio. Okay, but from what I see, we have a very high chance that we will take out this swing high over here. Do you know the reason why? Anybody know the reason why there's a very high chance to take out this swing high over here? All right. Do you know the answer? If you know the answer, type yes. If you do not answer and want me to review, just type no in the comments. Okay. I'm very thirsty. My voice a bit soft, a bit hoarse right now. Steven is asking, right? Stock, bonds, commodity, and forex. Which one do you think is the hardest to trade? Yes, actually, I feel forex is the hardest to trade. Yeah, I don't really have a very good track record on forex. At the most, I can just break even. Very, very, very hard for me to get consistently profitable in forex. So once in a while, I do trade forex, but most of the time, I just trade options or stocks, bonds, commodities. Right, Ken? No. Okay, so okay, so these are okay for JETS, right? What is this candlestick pattern? Do you all know or not? This is just my over the years my observation in the market, okay, based on candlestick pattern. Okay, not because hit R1. So you need to tell me what is the candlestick pattern in this candle. Yeah, what is this candlestick pattern? Does anybody know what is this candlestick pattern? I think it should be very familiar to most of you if you are into trading and candlestick. All right, yeah. Balking got the answer. All right. Ing Chai say Gravestone Doji are very similar also, but generally, okay, I classify it as the shooting star. Shooting star. This is a pin bar, right? Based on textbook, okay, when you see a shooting star, this is a bearish signal. What should you do? you should go for a short, right? I see the signal, this is a short signal, right? And of course, the standard textbook example is, you put your stop over here, you short over here, the best if you have a 1:2 reward ratio. So 1:2, all right, so somewhere around here. All right, so this is 1:1, then 1:2. Okay, I redraw again. So you place your stop here high, you place your entry over here. Okay, so generally they want a 1:2 reward ratio. So you want to, let's say for example, you risk $100, you want to get back $200. That's mostly what those forex or what courses are telling you. 1:2. So somewhere around here, then you take profit. Okay, but if you don't take profit now, all right, if market reverse, okay, back up, okay, where do you think the smart monies, the market makers and such know where you place your stops? Very obvious, right? It is somewhere around here lah. Okay, so there's a high chance that they'll take out the stop over here and fill their liquidity if they want to buy more. Okay, all right, okay, or sell more, whatever lah. So they will fill up the liquidity over here. So there's a high chance that yeah, they'll take out the stops over here. So when a candlestick pattern fails, it doesn't really fail. It still give you a 1:1 ratio, but when it reverse, most likely you take out the high over here already. So generally, I don't like to trade shooting stars. Generally, I don't like to trade very obvious hammer pattern. Okay, hammer pattern, pin bar pattern. So that is based on my observation in the market so far. Most of the time they will fail one, or at least 50% chance there isn't any edge in trading shooting star or hammer. All right. Yes. Oh, 1 hour 20 minutes already. Okay, so MERCK. All right, I posted the news today, right? MERCK. Okay. New PU, this but this is not okay. So talking about, okay, I don't know about all the fundamental news and such. Okay, I believe the market is already priced in because of new COVID vaccine. You can see that for Merck, is that how I pronounce Merck? Okay, Merck. The price action is actually in a mess lah. Okay, naked chart. Okay, price action is actually in a mess, so it's not trending very well. So for mRNA, they are just trying to find an excuse, to drive the competitor down and such. But you need to remember for Moderna, all right, Moderna, it already went into parabolic mode for some time already. This no uptrend, then steeper, then like that. Already based on price action. Do you think how high can the price action go? Cannot be like that already, right? I mean, it cannot go like that already, right? So those who bought here, I'm sorry, I have to tell you that they are morons. Okay, they are morons. This kind of burst up, this kind of you go and chase it, FOMO and buy. This is definitely not a good time to buy for Moderna. And I mentioned, right, if you have been following me, I mentioned this kind of price session. When there's a pullback, it is not a good time to re-enter again. I'm not sure how many of you actually remember. I actually shorted, not directly mRNA, but I shorted the IBB because mRNA constitute a heavyweight. Okay, so IBB, previously I mentioned, okay, if you follow me closely, so I actually mentioned I shorted IBB over here. Okay, yeah, so price actually fell again because of the Moderna news right now. So mRNA, yeah. Okay, so yeah, so for the longest time, Moderna is already not a good buy already because price has already ran parabolic. If you can say like a rotation, the market find a reason, the news find a reason to buy up other companies, like recently the Merck give a new COVID vaccine. So give them a reason to buy up Merck instead of Moderna already. All right. Yes. When you say take out during manipulation, I wouldn't say manipulation. I would just say that, the market know where the retail traders place their stop loss over there, because it's pretty obvious lah. So it's not manipulated, because I know that the orders is up there, right? If I want to exit or enter more, I know that liquidity there. I just push up the price there lah, and head over there. The market always try to find a place where there's the most liquidity. So there's liquidity over there. The market will try to fill that liquidity over there. Okay, so yeah, and do you think it is worth to have TradingView Premium? It is up to you. So for TradingView, I use it because I can add more indicators. I can also have access to the volume profile and such. And yeah, it's up to you. But for most people, if you are not really a hardcore trader, so I think that a free account, it is good enough for you. So if you're using free TradingView, you just use it accordingly. So if you think that, after a while, you feel that there's a need to increase into premium member, then just go ahead. But I think for now, free member, it is good enough for most of the traders out there. All right, so Darius is asking, right, can I hold MRNA, BNTX if already bought at a good price? MRNA, how will you define a good price? So at what price do you enter? All right, so if you enter at 200, I think okay lah, but anything above 280, then I don't think it will be a very good price lah. All right, okay, because I think there's a high chance that market can go down there further to fill this gap over here. There's a gap over here, so there's a high chance that market can come down over here to fill the gap. All right, so I can't decide for you. So 200 plus, I think it's a good price, but along the way, or at least you can take some profit off the table. All right, so at least you won't feel so stressed. So don't make your profit turn into losses. Okay. Dan is asking, should we short mRNA right now? For me, I wouldn't short that. So I feel I don't have a very clear edge in mRNA right now. So if I want to short, I won't be shorting. I'll be shorting here lah. Right now, price already 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 days down in a row, and today is down 11%. Then I short. Then something is wrong. So if I really want to short, at least I want to wait for price, to do a pullback again, then maybe I short again. So that will be a probable entry for me. So right now, I wouldn't short Moderna. Okay, Ken? But for Moderna, you need to understand, so right now we are also at a cloud support right now. So there's a high chance, price could do a rebound within the next 1 day, 2 day, next week. Okay, but we'll see the price action. But generally, I'm not bullish on Moderna. All right, Ken? And yes, best time to subscribe to TradingView is Black Friday. Yes, so normally during Black Friday, in November, Black Friday, so normally they have very good offers. So if you want to subscribe to TradingView, best time is to wait until Black Friday then to subscribe. All right, so I think it is getting late already. So just a very quick recap right now. Generally, I'm still bullish in the market. I give a few reasons. One is because, price actually hunted the low over here. Okay, and we are at a support right now at the cloud. All right, and based on 2-day time frame, we are also at a support, as in we are still in an uptrend. And based on the 50 days moving average breadth, percentage above moving average breadth, we are at a low right now. So I also think that, there's a potential chance that, we could go up. And also based on sentiment reason, I feel that, many people are bearish on the market right now. And when a lot of people are bearish, most of the time the market will do opposite thing. Okay, Ken, so far? So yeah, so I think that's all for today. We are getting late already. So thank you for staying with me until about 1 a.m. So next Friday, I don't think I'll be going live already, because next weekend will be the Asia Trading Festival. So do sign up for the Asia Trading Festival. All right. So We have a lot of really good speakers out there. Okay, so really free to register for this event. I posted the link in the comment again. So let me do the banner once more. Can you see the banner in the scrolling bar, right? So yeah, that's all for tonight. So I hope you enjoy my session. So we'll see next week how the market will go. I don't know whether you're bullish or bearish, but I'm still pretty bullish so far. Okay, so thank you so much for being here, and I will see you guys again very soon. Okay, bye bye.